I we we persist because we believe that sometime heaven will speak. That's all I'll say. Um, through the saints, through Our Lady, through our Lord, we prevail. Uh, Sometimes you experience a crisis of faith when you know God is there, but He's silent, and it lets great evil happen. And you don't know if it's unconfessed sin. Perhaps it is. Um, perhaps it's, I don't know. You're not praying enough. Who knows? Um, I don't know. But when great evil happens, if you read the saints, the darkening of the soul is common, very common. Um, Not saying I'm a saint, but maybe with a little less, maybe. Um, but anyway, I'm tired of the evil happening to my family and myself. The VA and people connected to the VA, they're just a part of it. I'm just sick of it. Um, they misdiagnosed my mass. They diagnosed it as one thing without getting into anatomy. They diagnosed it as one part of my body when it's not connected to that. Obviously, it's connected to the cell wall. Not the cell wall, connected to we'll call it the organ wall. It's nowhere near the lines or the little we'll call them the little. It's hard to explain. Anyway, it's wrong. They misdiagnosed it. I could tell. I could just tell. They diagnosed the two things. They may be right, but the mass, they're wrong. They're completely wrong. It's impossible for it to be where it is if it's what they diagnosed it. They're wrong. Not only that, but again, because, probably they're ignoring it because this thing, if you have it, they have to pay you. It's a presumptive condition. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. When the blue team at the Saginaw VA, don't go on that team. I've been with the purple team, and my provider set an appointment for me like 5 or 6 months in the future, and I never heard from her. So I assumed, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she changed it or something. I was working, plus two graduate programs at the same time, so I'm like, okay, maybe it was changed or something, or um, maybe I'm wrong. I wasn't really pushing for regular VA care then because I also had a civilian doctor. Um, but I never heard from her. And so when I finally went in, like 9 or 10 months after my consult, which was 3 or 4 months after we were supposed to meet, I found out she left the VA. Nobody called me, nothing. She was gone. Oh, yeah, she went back to Florida. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. She went back to Florida. All right. Well, I'm glad people told me, which they didn't. That's being facetious, by the way. And had that happen, and then so many providers argue with me about stuff, and then they find out that I'm right. I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it. And then my doctor puts a comment in my record. I really don't like him. Puts a comment in my record. Cannot diagnose somebody as diabetic with only one blood glucose sugar in their record. He's got 12 of them. I don't like him. I don't like him. And in the end, was I right? Yeah, I was right again. I don't like that place. And then reading through my urgent care record, and I'm going to put this in here. Somebody named Stephanie put in my record that I was a level 3 Columbia suicide risk assessment. That's bull crap. It's a lie. That is an outright lie. If you even read her rating, it's impossible from the inputs that she put in there. She just drew this what out of the air. It's a lie. And that's urgent care, Saginaw. She lied in my record. All they're trying to do is flag me all the time. Now make me look suicidal. I'm not suicidal. I'll say this in public. I am pissed. I am sick of this nonsense. I'm sick of the retaliation. I'm sick of the racism against my daughter and I. I am sick of it. I'm sick of our health needs being lesser important than other people. I'm sick of people who get programs to help them get on our feet and we're denied. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of the Saginaw VA. I'll be closing out my files and I'm not going back there. That place should be brought up on charges. Oh yeah, and another thing, while this ultrasound tech was ultrasounding me, I don't even know if she's really an ultrasound tech. I don't know, I didn't get the feeling that she's an expert, but yet she's my freaking ex neighbor. So that being said, she yelled at me while she was doing it because I moved around. I knew she completed both sides of the stuff that she was supposed to ultrasound, and so I kind of, tried to open the area up, and I'm like, yeah, we're also here. Don't forget because of the mass. And she yelled at me. She actually yelled at me. Well, you need to sit still. I'm trying to do something here. She yelled at me. And let me tell you, being as she did both sides of what she was supposed to do, she never even tried to go to the area that I described that she was supposed to go to look for the mass. It's all in a general area. They're also looking at other things in addition to the mass. They're all in the general same region. But she's like, well, all I know is I'm supposed to look at this. I'm like, read the order again. The stat order is for urgent care. There's two orders for ultrasound, and you're supposed to put them together to save time and to deal with both issues at once. She did it, but rather rudely. Um. Anyway, yeah, I swear this is my ex neighbor or still neighbor. I don't really know. I don't really care. But yeah, and the car's gone too from the VA. So I was right. If my observations are correct, that was a borrowed car by somebody that used to live in here who repeatedly abused my family. They were using their car. And I wonder if that's connected to the person who's a big time QAnoner. It's like Marcy and Q license plate. I wonder. I just wonder. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. I have no evidence of that, but I know there's such a person that works at the VA that is a big time QAnoner. Big time, like cuckoo QAnoner, one of the extremists. You're gonna pay to get a license plate? You're a fanatic. It's not like U of M or MSU or Go Central. No, this is a QAnon license plate. So I'm putting stuff out there now. I really don't care. A trained investigator is going to take what little I put out there and they're going to roll with it. But I'm sick of this. And only give me 50 testing strips when now I'm supposed to phase the taking of the pills to balance. They're setting me up for failure again. This time with diabetes. Oh, you have to be on insulin to get a continuous glucose monitor. That's not true. It's a lie. You can get them over the counter. It's like $120, somewhere around there a month. It's like $20 to $30 a week. And I don't even know. Maybe you could reuse them if you clean them properly with alcohol or with a what do they call that? Steam, uh, the steam thing. I forgot the name of that. Autoclave. Yeah, some kind of autoclave like wand or something. I think it's an autoclave. Anyway, you can also use alcohol. It's just a pin, a tiny pin that rests next to the skin. You could probably clean it with the alcohol and a cotton swab. As long as you actually probably better would be use the swabs that use foam, not a cotton swab. That way, there's no fibers left behind. They have little cotton swabs that actually at the end is foam. It's for very very intricate cleaning and stuff like that. That way, no fibers left behind because cotton swabs can leave fibers behind. But anyway, you know, I've had enough. I hope the Saginaw VA gets investigated. you know. And one of the people I hold responsible is, I forgot your name, new director of the VA, but you seem to be focusing on cutting the budget more than you're focusing on taking care of your veterans. And as far as this president, I will say that from 2017 until now, actually 2016 until now, in the beginning I supported you. I no longer support you. And I can't say now that I'm not your biggest critic because I'm becoming your biggest critic. And does this mean I'm going to go out and vote Democrat? No, because the delay of my daughter and I coming home under the Obama administration, you know, and we have some family lines in common. I wasn't impressed with that. Getting delayed 3 months to come home the eve of Trump's inauguration. What's that, a joke or something? I'm not impressed with anybody. Oh no, by the way, can't forget how Triple Canopy and Constellus are friends with both parties. Both parties. It makes me sick to my stomach. And can't forget the fact, looking through more of my medical record, it seems that Arup Labs out of Utah is doing more and more and more stuff just to ruin my health. They even put on their this test is developed and the range is developed only by Arup Labs of Salt Lake City, Utah. These are not FDA monitored or approved testing ranges. They're just setting people up to fail. They're setting veterans up to get sick. And you know what? I'm sick of it. The VA's made an enemy out of me. So have you, Republicans.